we are going to discuss Steeler system in Pteridophyta, its origin and its types. The first question that comes to our mind is that where do we find this steel? This steel, where does it occur in the plants? Now we know that Pteridophyta show gametophytic and sexual similarities to bryophytes, but they are advanced in having a dominant and independent sporophytic plant body, which includes root, stem, and leaf. If we look at this diagram, we can see that it shows a transverse section of the stem, a TS of the stem. So, a TS of the stem shows three different types of tissues: vascular tissue, ground tissue, and dermal tissue. The vascular tissue that includes xylem and phloem, it forms the stele, the central cylinder of the stem. It may also be present in roots.
So, what is stele? Stele is the central vascular cylinder. It may be with or without the pith. The components of stele include xylem, phloem, pericycle, medullary rays, and the pith.
The Steeler theory was proposed by von Teigem and Duliet in 1886, according to which steel is present in all the higher plants. The cortex and steel are two important parts of the shoot system. The steel and cortex are separated by the endodermis. To understand steel into details, we need to get back to the origin of pteridophytes. We know that steel was not there in the bryophyta. So, from where did the steel appear? So, there are some important theories that have explained about the origin of steel. According to Church and Arnold, the immediate ancestors of pteridophytes were actually the brown algae, the members of family Phaeophyceae. However, according to Zimmerman, he gave the telome theory. According to the telome theory, the telome is a simple branched single nerved axis. The telome may bear sporangium. So the telome bearing the sporangium is known as fertile telome, whereas the telome which does not bear a sporangium is known as the sterile telome. And during the evolution, the telome, it fused together to form a complex structure, and the complex structure formed by the fusion of telome was known as syntelome or telome truss. From the syntelome, now we know what is syntelome. From the syntelome of early land plants, the sporophytes of higher plants evolved by the process of organogenesis. Organogenesis means the differentiation of organs or organ formation. Among these two branches, one branch becomes stronger and erect, becoming the main axis, whereas the other remains the short, leading to the formation of leaves. Now, a very important process known as syngenesis explain the origin and evolution of both the leaf and the stele. Syngenesis means the formation of parenchymatous tissue between telomes and mesomes. The formation of parenchymatous tissues between telomes and mesomes accompanied by the fusion of their stele. All these processes, according to Zimmerman, were responsible for the development of higher vascular plants such as angiosperms, gymnosperms, from the earlier vascular cryptograms. So here we see that steel is present in root as well as the stem. The steel makes up the central pillar portion. The components of steel include the components of xylem in the steel include tracheids, vessels, and wood parenchyma, whereas the component of phloem include the sieve element, companion cell, phloem parenchyma, and phloem fiber. So when we are talking about phloem, it will be called as bast, and when we are talking about xylem, we call it wood. According to von Tegem and Duliet in 1886, steel is present in advanced plant types such as pteridophytes, gymnosperms, angiosperms. Schmidt recognized in 1882, he recognized two basic types of steel in pteridophyta. They are protosteel and siphonosteel. And today we know different types of steel including protosteel. Protosteel is a non-modulated steel. That is, the pith is absent. So it is the simplest of all types of steel. There is a central core of xylem which is surrounded by phloem, and a single layer of pericycle around it. The types of protostele include haplostele, actinostele, where xylem is star shaped, plectostele, where xylem is in the form of plates, and mixed protostele, with xylem divided into many parts. For example, Lycopodium serratum, Lycopodium volubile, and Lycopodium cernum. All these are types of protostele. Second important type of stele is siphonostele. Now, siphonostele, on the other hand, consists of pith. So, the main difference between protostele and siphonostele is the presence of pith in the siphonostele. Now, siphonous steel can be ectofluic, as we see here in first diagram, for example, equisetum. Ectofluic siphonous steel means the xylem, the ring of xylem, is surrounded by phloem on the outside, followed by the pericycle and the endodermis. Whereas in amphifluic siphonous steel, the xylem is surrounded by phloem on the inside as well as the outside. So phloem is inside as well as outside the xylem, followed by the pericycle and the endodermis. The ectofluic siphonostele developed into solanostele, whereas the amphifluic siphonostele it evolved into dictyostele. A siphonostele in which the vascular tissue around the pith, the vascular tissue around this pith region have leaf gaps. So what is a leaf gap? First, we must know about leaf trace and then we come to leaf gap. A vascular branch that extends from a stem bundle to the base of a leaf, the basal portion of a leaf, where it connects with the vascular system of the leaf, is called as leaf trace. And the gap in the ground tissue left behind is known as a leaf gap. As we can see in this image, the gap which is left behind in the ground tissue is called as a leaf gap. Now, there are two types of leaves depending on the type of leaf trace, microphyll and megaphyll. In dictyostele, the vascular cylinder is broken into vascular strands, as we can see the meristele. The around the pith, the eustele in which the vascular bundle are arranged as broken ring are found in dicot stem, whereas the scattered vascular bundle they are found in the monocot stem. The eustele and the atactostele they evolved from the solanostele. Now, a polycyclic stele in which a polycyclic stele is the most complex type of stele with more than two concentric rings of the vascular bundles. It may be a solanostele or it may be a dictyostele. By the end of this topic, we must be able to answer these questions: the definition of steel, the components of steel, Steeler theory, the evolution of pteridophytes, the theories related to the evolution of pteridophytes, and the different types of steels. Thank you.